Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to top 20 hated actors. I'm not sure what the reason for them being hated. It could be they did something bad, or just public opinion, or some people just hate people because they want to join the bandwagon. But I don't know. But yeah, let's get into this video, and please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below.
You seem like a really nice person, and I don't want to offend you.
Maybe turn it up a little bit.
Watch Mojo. Down our picks for the top 20 hated actors.
Catherine, what's the good news?
You're driving me to Phoenix!
For this list,
Chevy
we'll be looking
Chase?
at the most
What he
deplorable
do?
actors based on their poor performance skills and despicable
Oh.
on-screen personas. And while we may discuss their
'Cause they're bad
professional
at
reputations within
acting,
the
or-
industry, we will not be factoring in criminal activity. Do you actually enjoy any of these performers? Let us know in the comments
Okay,
below.
so like I stated in the beginning of the video, I guessed maybe they did something bad, but I guess they're not gonna include that in this video. I guess just bad acting, or I don't know.
Number 20, Jared Leto. Now, don't get us wrong, Jared Leto has done some great stuff. That Academy
I
Award
heard
for Dallas Buyers
he's
Club didn't win
rude in
itself.
person.
I suppose I should thank you for wearing men's clothes, not embarrassing me.
Are you ashamed of me because I hadn't realized that?
But at the same time, he remains a bit of a laughingstock. Leto has made some baffling career decisions in recent years, like doing his best Mario impression for House of Gucci. He's also batting 0 for 2 in the superhero business, with his performances completely derailing both Suicide Squad and Morbius. In fact, the latter film was one of the most memed things of the early decade and was widely hated, even earning Leto a Razzie to go with his Oscar. Leto is an interesting guy, and he has had a very interesting career.
I was
They're not gonna include
with a gift. I am an artist.
him being rude
Number
in
19,
public,
Tom Green.
but I guess they're just focusing on their performance.
If there's one name that takes us right back to the late 90s and early 2000s, it's
What was
Tom
that?
Green. He was the MC of the
Never
Tom
seen that
Green
movie in my
Show,
life.
which proved a huge influence on the later pop culture cornerstones like Jackass. But his movie choices have been, shall we say, a little spotty. Green is the recipient of numerous Stinkers Bad Movie Awards, winning for Road Trip, Charlie's Angels, and Stealing Harvard. Oh, and also one little movie we forgot to mention, it's called Freddy Got Fingered, and it's generally regarded as one of the worst films ever made. Green had a penchant for shock and gross out humor, but even in its heyday, that particular brand proved incredibly divisive.
But
In the name of sweet breakfast meats are you doing?
everything
For your
is
information,
up
this is
to
me being
interpretation.
creative.
Some people might like this movie.
Number 18,
Just like music, you don't like every song that you hear. You don't like every artist that you know. Same with movies. You don't like every movie that you see, and you don't like every actor that you watch. But some people do. Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean someone else has to not like them too. Everyone likes what they like. So this list could be like soul crushing to someone else because they can be like, oh, I like that person, I like that movie, but it's all up to interpretation. So don't take this list seriously if you like the artist, or if you like the actor or the movie. This is just someone else's opinion.
Jason Biggs.
I heard that you got a little bit of grief because of the
He's
Bachelorette.
always getting in trouble.
I'm always getting in
He's
trouble.
always in
What is it
trouble.
today?
He
If
still
you just
looks
stick to
good for his
American
age
Pie,
now.
you may grow to love Jason Biggs. The problem starts when you venture into his other works and take a quick glance at his Twitter page.
He used
Many
to
people hated his
show up on the
character in
Winnie
Orange
Williams
is the
show
New Black,
sometimes.
and while it gave Biggs some welcome post-American Pie acting work, it didn't do much to bolster his reputation. This reputation began earlier in the decade when Biggs made a number of questionable jokes on Twitter. The targets ranged from inappropriate sexual quips to mocking the death of Bachelorette contestant Eric Hill. There's also the whole Malaysian Flight 17 fiasco, which saw Biggs making a joke after the plane crashed and receiving a number of death threats in response.
There's no room. Apparently my head's already up there.
I'm sorry.
I'm surprised they include that information about him, but they didn't
Number
include the
17,
information about
Kevin James.
um,
The career of
David
Kevin
Leto
James started off well,
having a
with
bad
his
reputation.
sitcom The King of Queens earning positive reviews, not to mention an Emmy nomination
Possibly.
for its lead actor.
allegedly.
You shut up!
Doug.
What? He's making fun of my shorts again.
He's 5. Be the bigger man.
The problem occurs whenever he gets near his good buddy Adam Sandler. Sandler and his Happy Madison productions have undoubtedly brought James fame and fortune, but it has come at the expense of his reputation. Films like Paul Blart Mall Cop, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, and Grown Ups are
But
widely
actually,
reviled,
yeah,
and James is a lead in all three. As of
the
2023,
people
James has
that
received
I've
7
seen on this
Razzie
list so far,
nominations, 2 of which are shared with Sandler.
I wouldn't.
on that bird, man?
I never thought of
I'm
them
not
as
sure.
like
I did
amazing
hear a chirp and then a
actors.
crunch-like noise, but that could have been anything.
Number 16, Ashton Kutcher.
Tom, you're acting like a crazy person.
Maybe it's because I just got hit in the head with the 10-pound ashtray.
By all accounts, Ashton Kutcher is a great guy. He's
Like
happily
these-
married to Mila Kunis, and the couple live in a sustainable farmhouse with
For
their 2
me,
children.
my opinion,
He's also a successful venture
they're
capitalist,
not
investing
good
in the
actors
likes
to
of
me.
Skype and Airbnb. It's just his darn movies. Kutcher has received a number of Razzie nominations for a slew of crappy films, including Just Married, My Boss's Daughter, and Valentine's Day. The latter actually won him the Worst Actor award alongside his 2010 film Killers. Ever heard of it? Exactly. Let's just say he makes way better investing choices than he does acting.
I depend on her.
But
Sir, it's not the other way around.
pretty privilege is
So-
a thing, so maybe that's why.
With your
He's
blessing,
not bad looking, so
I'm going to marry her.
Number 15, Leah Michele.
Mr. Schuster, do you have any idea how ridiculous it is to give the lead solo and sit down and rock on the boat to a boy in a wheelchair?
There's no denying that Leah Michele is talented. She's an Emmy-nominated actress and was singing on Broadway before her age reached double digits. Really, her
And
reputation didn't crumble
apparently,
until 2020, when actress
she's the
Samantha
same as her
Marie Ware
character
accused
in
Michelle
Glee.
of treating her poorly on the set of Glee. Some of Michelle's other co-workers came to Ware's defense and accused Michelle of being difficult to work with. Aside from being generally rude to others, they also accused her of being a diva. In other words, the often haughty and arrogant character of Rachel Berry
But
doesn't
where
sound
is
that
she
far
now?
off from Michelle herself.
You get great grades. You're a fantastic singer.
Everybody hates me.
Number 14, Charlie Sheen.
Drugs?
Thank you. No, I'm straight.
Few actors are as difficult to digest as Charlie Sheen. Many people love his on-screen work.
To be fair, some of these things, maybe a lot of these things I haven't seen, like these movies or the TV shows. So I'm only basing my opinion on the clips that they're showing. But even from the clips, it's like I could tell why you're on the list. But like I said, if you like them and you like their shows and stuff, that's great. But for me, never watched it because I was never interested.
And he has remained a staple in movies and television for decades.
It's
But
not my
there are
kind
some
of
major and undeniable problems.
humor.
Sheen's
Like
private
they're
life
trying to
has
be funny,
often been
but
the source of much
it's not funny to
contention,
me.
with much of the problem stemming from drugs and alcohol. And while he has always been a controversial figure, people really grew worried about Sheen following his termination from 2.5 Men. Not only were the reasons for his firing
and then
problematic, but his
Ashton Kutcher
subsequent
went on that
behavior made him
show.
the subject of critical headlines and ironic internet memes. Sheen was doing many things, but winning was not one of them.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there.
Yeah,
Now
I
what?
remember that.
Number 13, Russell Brand.
I don't know. I wouldn't say Hitler, but certainly Goebbels. It was like a little holiday with Hitler.
You could say that many people don't like Russell Brand's brand. His fast-talking, smart-alecky shtick can certainly be grating.
That guy
he
too,
plays this
I feel like,
character in pretty much every single movie that he's in. If you didn't
so
like Russell
far,
Brand in Forgetting Sarah
I'm not,
Marshall, chances are you don't like him in anything else either. His personal life has also
I'm
garnered
not
much
complaining about
negative
the list so
attention,
far.
whether from
I
his
can see
known
why they're on the
promiscuity
list.
or the annoying look-at-me behavior that he often conducts in public. Finally, Brand's controversial COVID views made him a public enemy, like the time he
Is
actively
Kevin Hart
encouraged
gonna be
his
on this
fans
list
to
too?
ignore safety measures.
Lesbian Simon and
Tiffany
Garfunkel,
Haddish?
61st and Park. Look.
Number 12, John Travolta.
They call it the Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
That's right.
What do they call a Big Mac?
Big Mac's a Big Mac, but they call it Le Big Mac.
When it comes to Hollywood stock, few have fallen as far as John Travolta. Travolta was one of the biggest names in the industry back in the day, but unfortunately, he is no longer taken very seriously. In fact, many people actively hate him. His work throughout the last 2 decades has been mostly
What movie is
atrocious,
this?
and he's earned Razzie nominations for the likes of Battlefield Earth, The Fanatic, and the widely maligned Gotti. We don't know what happened, but this isn't the John Travolta that the world grew to love.
I get closure. Closure. Let me make sure I heard that straight. Closure.
Number 11, Jamie Kennedy. When it comes to the filmography of Jamie Kennedy, Scream is a notable
Hey,
outlier.
he should have just stuck to his prank show.
Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one? Yeah, sure.
I'll be right
Isn't that Shaggy?
His performance as movie nerd Randy Meeks is widely acclaimed, and his character is easily one of the most popular of the long-running
Dang.
franchise.
That
And
brings
then
a lot of
there's
good
everything
memories.
else. Kennedy was in some real stinkers throughout the
Blockbuster
2000s.
Hollywood
There
video.
was Malibu's Most Wanted, which saw the actor speaking in an unfortunate dialect and mirroring both the fashion and personality of early Eminem. There was also Son of the Mask, which earned Kennedy a Razzie nomination for Worst Actor. The less said about that disaster, the better. And let's not forget First Night 2013 with Jamie Kennedy, which brought the actor much criticism for being the shoddiest New Year's special ever broadcast.
God bless you, and we'll see you in 2024.
Good night.
Bye.
Dang, 2024 is
There's
next
a fight.
year.
It's ending with a fight.
Number 10, Tyler Perry.
Okay, now have you ever done sales before?
Yes, I sold trees.
Oh, Christmas trees?
When you smoke them, they make you feel like it's Christmas.
This actor is personally worth over $1 billion, so he's obviously doing something right. And even though that something right is crafting a media empire,
I've never
said
seen
media
a
is not
Medea
very
movie
good.
either.
In fact, it's often downright offensive. Perry has appeared in a wide variety of films and television shows, but he's most known for playing Medea in her eponymous movies. The Medea films are almost universally derided, and Perry has received dozens of Razzie nominations for his writing, acting, and directing. He has also been accused of stereotyping black females, most prominently by longtime critic Spike Lee, who has even compared the Medea films to minstrel shows.
Please, it was $37.95 is what I sent to you to help put that boy through school.
What you gonna do with $37?
It ain't about where it come from, it's what you had to do to get it.
Number 9, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle company has agreed to pay a six-figure settlement for false advertising.
Unlike many celebrities on this list, Gwyneth Paltrow isn't really hated for her movie choices. She's in a good variety of films, ranging from period rom-coms to blockbusters. She's a very good actress, and none of her characters are particularly deplorable. Nope, this one comes all in the personal life. Of course, there's Goop, with ridiculous and borderline dangerous health products like Jade Eggs, Body Vibes, and coffee enemas. The company has made Paltrow a national laughingstock. She's also a vocal pusher of pseudoscience, with her cookbooks, anti-GMO stance, and bizarre lifestyle choices drawing criticism from health experts. Basically, don't listen to a thing Paltrow has to say about food or
So they
health.
do include
Just
personal
enjoy her movies.
things
You must be the
on this
famous
list.
Pepper Potts.
Indeed, I am.
Number 8, Steven Seagal.
What does it take to change the essence of a man?
This man knows a thing or two about martial arts, but not about movies. Or, for that matter, being a good person. Seagal has been in a number of
they're
terrible
gonna
films,
bring up that
including
SNL
On
thing
Deadly
again.
Ground, Fire Down Below, and Half Past Dead, all of which resulted in Razzie nominations for Worst Actor. He's even a sore spot in otherwise decent action flicks, like Stuart Baird's Executive Decision. There's also the fact that Seagal is a bit of a jerk. He has been long accused of inappropriate behavior towards women, and many stuntmen have called out Seagal for being unprofessional and needlessly violent. It sounds like no one much likes him. Not those working on his movies, and not the people watching
Where is he
them.
now?
We're not gonna make it.
Ruin his career.
Number 7, Roseanne Barr.
In the 15 years we've been married, has there ever been one morning where there wasn't any coffee?
No.
Then why do you have to ask me every morning if there's coffee?
For
Is
a
this a
long
laugh
time
track?
there,
Like,
Roseanne Barr
what was
the
funny
voice of a
about that?
generation. Her sitcom was unlike anything else on TV, earning heaps of acclaim and winning its lead
Is
actress
this in front of a
Emmy.
live audience
if she
or
had
laugh
just
track?
stopped
'Cause
there, Barr would have gone down in the annals of TV
there's nothing
legends.
funny about
But she didn't stop there. Barr has been a hotspot of controversy
Some
throughout
people
the
laugh
late
at anything.
2000s
It's like,
and early 2010s.
what's wrong with you?
Whether it's posting as Hitler in a Jewish magazine, spreading fake news, or tweeting out baseless conspiracy theories. There's also the racist tweet that Barr made against politician Valerie Jarrett that got the Roseanne reboot canceled. This is a strong case of never meet your heroes.
Because, I was kind of not allowed to even apologize for what happened. I was just like blackballed and, just totally canceled.
Number 6, Andy Dick.
Andy, don't touch Ivanka.
It'd be easy to make a joke about this actor's name, but we're not going to. Suffice it to say, it's pretty accurate. For as long as he's been around, Andy Dick has been a thorn in the side of Hollywood. Even without going into his countless arrests, Dick has continuously performed in inappropriate manners and has made numerous
I don't know what the
enemies across
story
the industry.
behind
He's
this
been fired from
is.
projects, kicked out of award shows, literally dragged off stages,
'Cause
and even
of drinking,
punched by
right?
random strangers. He also has a long-standing feud with comedian John Lovitz, as Lovitz blames Dick for the death of Phil Hartman.
As you can see on this security video, a man appears to be waiting for Dick, then lands a vicious blind punch that knocks the comedian out cold.
Number 5, Amy Schumer. We're going
She
to
better make
majorly
this
pivot
list.
here for Amy Schumer.
She's not funny
Unlike
to
the
me.
last couple of entries, Schumer is not a bad or disagreeable person, and she has never been the subject of any career-ending controversy, but people just do not like her.
I want that. I want that hatred.
Most of the hate stems from Schumer's brand of comedy, as she loves to utilize gross-out, weirdly personal sexual humor in her stand-up. To many, the jokes that
Like,
Schumer
I
tells
don't even
are
care
not
about
funny
that.
at
It's
best,
just she's not
disgusting
funny.
and inappropriate at worst. To make matters even worse, Schumer has been accused of stealing
Like, if you
jokes
call
on
yourself a
numerous
comedian
occasions, which is
and
perhaps the biggest no-no you can make in the comedy business.
Comedian
funny.
Amy Schumer isn't laughing this morning over those accusations that she stole jokes. Now, the
But same
Trainwreck
with,
star is strongly denying
Kevin
the
Hart and
charges, and
Tiffany
ABC's
Haddish,
David
like,
Wright has the story.
they're not funny
Number
to me.
4, Rob Schneider. This comedian enjoyed great success on Saturday Night Live back in the late 80s and early 90s, but like Kevin James, his reputation took a major
Pauly
hit
Shore
once he
gonna make
started
this list?
collaborating with Adam Sandler. His
He
work
reminds
with
me-
Sandler's Happy
I
Madison
always get
has been
them
widely
confused.
criticized, from The Hot Chick to
Or
The
mixed
Benchwarmers
up.
and the two Deuce Bigelow films. The second, 2005's Deuce Bigelow European Gigolo, even earned Schneider a Razzie Award for Worst Actor. He's also garnered much criticism for being an outspoken anti-vaxxer, believing that childhood vaccinations are toxic, that they are not scientifically effective, and that they can cause autism. It's not a great look for an actor whose standing is already in the toilet.
Wow, that was a brutal comeback. Let's go, guys. I don't think I'll ever recover from that. Man.
Number 3, Pauly Shore.
Watching the movies make me sad because I miss starring in films.
So what happened? Like, why did that dry up?
This name is the very definition of throwback. Pauly Shore was kind of like the Rob Schneider of his day, starring in low-effort, crude, and wildly unfunny comedies that appealed to few. His heyday occurred throughout the 90s, starring in some abhorrent comedies like Encino Man, Jury Duty, and Biodome.
I haven't seen a funny movie or show in a while.
Complete
Like,
lack of comedic talent,
what's happening?
Shore soon found himself with few fans
And I
many detractors.
definitely
Razzies
did
have
not
even
watch these
recognized Shore
things.
with some special nominations,
Like, what is
including
this?
Worst New Star of the 90s and Worst Actor of the Century. So, you know, that can't feel too good.
Welcome to Biodome. Welcome to the future.
Number 2, Chevy Chase.
The next time you have one of your outbursts, I'd appreciate it if you'd have some consideration for your kids.
The man is a comedic legend, there's no denying that. From Saturday Night Live and Community to all-time comedy movies like Caddyshack and Vacation, Chevy Chase had the career that dreams are made of. But by all accounts, absolutely everybody hates him. Many people on the set of SNL did not get along with Chase, including Bill Murray.
I feel like
who at
number
one point
one's
got
gonna
into a
be
fist fight
Nicolas
with Chase
Cage. I
after
feel like
Chase
a lot
made
of
fun
people
his
hate him
looks. Many
for some
filmmakers
reason.
have also spoken negatively about their time with Chase, including directors Joe and Anthony Russo and Community creator Dan Harmon. In fact, Chase became so difficult to work with that he left Community in the middle of its 4th season.
All right, you already know Brittles.
Britta?
Abed the Arab. Is that inappropriate? Sure.
Before we continue, be sure to
I
subscribe
think
to our
number
channel
one,
and ring the
people
bell
are
to get
always
notified
like
about
hating
our
on
latest
Nicolas
videos.
Cage, so I'm just
You have
assuming
the option
number
to
one
be
is Nicolas
notified for
Cage.
occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings
For
and
what
switch
reason?
on
I don't know.
notifications.
But it's not like I'm a fan. I'm just wondering.
Number 1,
Oh,
James Corden.
never mind.
When the presenters are up here and when the recipients are receiving their awards, don't
Is he considered an
stand at the
actor?
back of the stage with your hands in your pockets.
While widely known for his talk show, James Corden is also a prominent actor, having found
Oh.
success in both his native Britain and the United States. Unfortunately,
I thought he
it
was
seems
just
like
a
neither
TV
side of the
personality.
Atlantic enjoys his company. While he puts on a nice guy veneer, many people in the industry have spoken negatively about Corden. Just ask Patrick Stewart, who got into a very awkward fight with the comedian at the Glamour Awards. By all accounts,
In front
he's
of
an
everyone.
incredibly rude person behind the
Dang,
scenes,
I'm all up on the camera.
often acting discourteous to staff and openly disrespectful of others' work. But it also extends beyond the Hollywood sphere. In 2022, Corden was banned from a restaurant called Balthazar after acting in an abusive manner towards the staff.
Yeah,
Some of you may have seen last week there were stories about me being banned from a restaurant.
Did you enjoy this video?
That's dumb. Like, just go to the restaurant and eat. Why you gotta be so picky? Like, if you don't want something, you just be nice about it. I don't know. But I guess he talked about it on his show. But now he doesn't have a show. I wonder why it was canceled. Was it canceled or did he want to leave? I don't remember. But anyway, like the people on this list, I don't think they're funny. Like, it should have included Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish too. But yeah, I can see why most of these people were on the list based off of their performance in acting. the personal stuff outside of acting. I don't know. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you can check out my first channel, SEKSHI. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.